Bring it around. I think that's a break it. Let's go. The Valdez. What's going on, movers and groovers? Welcome to Emeroy TV, the place to move, groove, and grow. All right, if it's your first time here, welcome. If it's your second, third, fourth, fifth, millionth time here, welcome back. I appreciate you guys for watching. I am filming a lot of this at the same time, so that's why I look like I'm wearing the same shirt all the time. But with that, if it's your first time here and you don't know who I am, I've been dancing for over 20 years, choreographing, teaching, and directing for over 15. Helped co-founded a competitive hip-hop crew called Family Business back in 2004. Toured with a hip-hop theater company called Antics. Worked with organizations such as Culture Shock, Mixed Elements, and Moving On Up Productions. And I currently direct a hip-hop entertainment company called Temper Tantrum. If it's your first time here and you don't know like how the whole process is, it's 3 parts. Part 1, I react to the video as it goes, no stopping, because I know some of you guys just like hearing the reactions as it goes. It's almost like a sports commentator, just calling the action as it goes. Part 2 is my favorite part because I put my director hat, my choreographer hat, this weird action that I do all the time. And I kind of like get to enjoy every single detail of it. I get to pause as much as I want, rewind as much as I want, I draw on it as much as I want, kind of like to, share with you guys the things I'm seeing. That way, there are details that I see from my experience that not regular people see. And I hope those of you who are aspiring dancers, you kind of like pick up the small nuances that I call out, whether you're a dancer or you're a choreographer or aspiring choreographer or aspiring dancer. But either way, like I call out the things that I love, call out the things that I know that they improved on, because it leads to the next part, which is part 3, which is the performance, which either performance video, music video, or performance on stage. And this is where the vision really comes to life, because I don't know the intention of the choreographer, the label, the artists. So this is where I get to see it really, everything, packed up in a nice little bow, wardrobe, lights, audience, whatever it is, nice camera work to really sell the whole idea of it. So that's I feel like is a necessary part, because we're seeing a wide shot of the choreography. You don't exactly see the performer doing their thing. They're doing the choreography, but you don't see them singing and kind of like having their killer performance face. But whereas part 3, you see all of that. You see how amazing performers they are, amazing artists that they are. So yeah, that's that. So let's head on to the video. Seeing this many dudes dancing like reminds me very much of like my high school. There was like 2 divisions for all male dancing. There was a small male division, which is like 9 to 12, large all male, which is like 15 to 20. So it's cool seeing this because there's a kind of a brotherhood bond that kind of happens. So yeah, anti-hype. All right, so let's go. Love the starting position. Yo, that reminds me of my 2003 year. Ooh. Nice little pickup. Nice. Okay, floor work. Dang, super quick rotations. Okay, some breaking right here, dude. Half a 6-step. Bring it around. I think that's a break-in. Let's go. The Valdez. Okay, that's my favorite part. I feel like someone's about to crump right now. Yo, this choreo is going hard in this V formation, man. Nice. Nice scribble foot. Dang. Oh, what did it do? Like a 540? Oh, the choreo is hard as fuck, dude. Nice leg sweep to the bridge up. Wow, that is a hard ripple to try to execute, man. A jump, a ripple barrel roll. There's a lot of movement, or it just looks like a lot because there's a lot of people. Dang, this is like the crew, like trying to like roll up on you. Dang, he's trying to hit he's hitting everything, man. Wow, that's like a human chain link fence. Ooh. First impressions right off the bat, the choreography is super hard and intense. And I think it was well executed. I loved the breaking part because it's honestly, being a b-boy, I just love seeing that. Especially seeing the I guess street elements being implemented in choreography. I love a lot of the group interaction pieces or moments. What do you call it? Like the human chain link fence happening, and I like the changing up of the styles. I love that there's a lot of moments for the artists, in a sense, rest, where they're just chilling there and just holding their presence. But the thing is, like, they're actively resting in a sense. So when those guys are on stage and they're holding their space, they're not just like, oh, I'm dying, like I'm just waiting for my turn. Even though they're getting a chance to just get ready for their part, they're still having to perform and show like their face of like you're still active. Like mentally you're engaged, like performance-wise you're engaged, even though your body isn't. So, and sometimes some people feel awkward with that. Like sometimes like these people, like some people chilling in the back, especially with rookie dancers. Yeah, intimidating. That's the thing I'm going for. They're trying to be like, to me, it feels like a battle, kind of. They're throwing different sets and kind of like commandos and whatnot. Because like while these guys are getting thrown down their set, their crew's just holding down. It's like, yeah, like check out her shit. And then boom, they switch people up. Boom, and they got people just being in the back, kind of like being atmosphere. So let's see. Yeah, so like while the main people are doing their thing, they got people in the back being atmosphere. I feel like it's very much it feels very battle-esque. And then boom, they walk into this part, which is, I think, is hard as fuck. Like choreography is hard, execution is just like super hard energy in your face. So that part I think is dope. Like I said, I feel like you're in a battle and they're throwing all the best shit as before their end of their round. Execution of the choreography is dope. Really great use of the floor. Formation transitions, I think like there's these moments of like walking and whatnot, but based off of how they choreographed it, I don't think it's really needed. So like this part is dope. Like from this V to this double line, transitioning into that would look cool just from up on top. Am I analyzing it already? Sorry, I'm just jumping ahead of myself. So everything is dope. I love the hype and the energy, some of the dynamics that happened. So I'm already going into the analysis without even saying it. Yeah, that's it. Just based off my first impressions of, like, I'm just thinking off the top of my head, the choreography, the execution of it, very, very strong execution. Like a lot of strength into it. This is the type of choreography where you don't hold back, where you go into overkill. The previous one we reacted to, the video, like that, you have to be able to be strong without overkill. This one is like, it is needed because we battling, son. Let's dive deep into it a little bit more in the analysis before I start rambling and get ahead of myself. Let's do it. That breathing part just reminds me so much of my high school. Nice explosive hold. It's like a slow motion kind of effect. This is the type of choreography where it's like overkill and messiness are okay. The vibe I'm getting from this is almost like a battle routine. It's like in your face. Let's go. I'm gonna fucking eat you in this round. Take that trophy and fucking mess you up, son. And like boom, boom. Like these claps are all differently placed. Look at that. All these claps are like differently placed. So again, it's like it's okay. An example of things being like slightly okay. You just have to have the energy. Then again, here, different placements. Elbows are all like different. But the thing is, if you're overly clean for this type of this, as long as you're on count, I think, and you got the energy, the messiness is okay. It's one of those things. I'd much rather have you be a little messier, but have the energy than try to, make up for that gap. Because I know a lot of dancers who can dance clean, but they don't exactly match the energy of the song they're trying to perform. Bow, 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 boom, boom. So even this right there. What matters most is the vibe. Like, can you have that killer instinct kind of energy when you're doing this? Yeah. So a lot of it's like this whole time they're in a V formation, but it's more of like, I'm calling you out, son. This is my crew. Where you at? And then boom. This would be considered a commando. If you don't know what a commando is in terms of the battle scene, a commando is, I'd say, a tactic or a way for a crew, like say like he's doing his round, but then he comes in and adds on top of it. A typical battle is an exchange, like person one goes, person two goes, and we take turns. But there are ways in battles where you can have two people go, is if they're matching the routine, and then they boom, and then they kind of like steal the round, or they get an extra round. So going into that, into this little commando round, little epic kind of. I feel like this would be like seen in a Step Up movie. Loving some of the breaking. Boom. Yep, getting a little bit of that 6-step. I'm not even paying attention to him anymore. I'm like watching the breaking choreo happening. Boom, out into half a 6-step. Boom, boom. Getting that type of footwork on count is not easy to do. So half a 6-step, boom, boom. And now you're adding like whips around and more weight shifting. That's intense on the legs, especially if you're not used to it. Because now you're including an arched back right here and more weight on the arms and the knees. So it's a lot of activation that's happening when you're doing this type of choreography. It's like he's a zombie king in that part. Like everyone's like dead. But it's like with this part, he's like lifting into life. Like, give me all the power. I seriously thought they were about to start crumping here, man. That was a crazy transition. So this choreography is beautiful, strong, and like high energy execution. Look at like the strength that's going into that. Hit. Okay, it's not just a place. You're like punching into it. If my face were close to his elbows, I would like have a fucking bruise. That's how intense they're going into it. Nice little dynamic right there. This transition into that double line is nice. Nice jump. I know there's a lot of craziness happening here. So boom, reach up, boom, into their head, break their necks, boom, crazy throw. Okay, so that part's supposed to be like crazy. This part's like, look how synchronized it is. Boom, 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 and then they throw your eyes off to like something scattered to kind of like crazy kind of like explosion of that. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Dang, they can hit that. Do do do. Boom boom. I see it. Fuck YouTube. Go to D Live. Man, they really ride those beats, man. That is a cool move, and I know a lot of people that used to do it. This is not an easy move. So you go here, you do a leg sweep. He's coming in a little too close. That actually is a lot harder, in my opinion, to bring it in this close versus how he's doing it, which is a nice full extension in him. Because at this point, you're relying on momentum to come up. See that? There's a small little push. You're using that momentum from your hips and your legs to bring you back up. This one's a little harder because this is becoming into a squat motion. Squat. Now you're here. Now you have to put extra weight to push yourself up to make it up, versus using the momentum from that sweep. Notice that Rager's kind of broken coming up because he's using, again, activating a squat action here versus the momentum coming from that arch, from using the momentum, which helps him come up. So, just explaining the difference in what can make that easier or harder. Yo, I don't realize he jumped. I love doing that. There's a moment to just jump. Ooh, yeah, superhero fucking moment here. This must feel epic on stage. Look at that height. Like, assuming that this is like the same. Let's go. I mean, not exactly the cleanest barrel rolls, but I mean, just the vibe from this, it's like a gritty, grimy kind of feel. It's like, I don't give a fuck, we clean, we doing it, so we battling. So, boom, 1. Is it 1 and 2 and 3 and 6? 1 and 2 and 3. Oh, I don't even know if there's a count on that. This is on the words. Boom. Yeah, and they're trying to be aware of their spacing because these guys are getting really close to the mirror, and if they don't land properly, they could fucking just end up being face first to the mirror. This really feels Crump-esque at this point. That breather. So again, illustrating that there's a lot of like moments of a good chunk of moments where they get to breathe, so they can really highlight the main guy. This part is sick. Nice little grip, grabbing onto his legs to keep him stable, holding his back. This is kind of like King of the Hill kind of shit. Step into my crew, I'll fuck you up, son. And then after that moment, they get to breathe. While he goes off, hitting every fucking beat in existence, being sharp and elegant at the same time. This part is cool. I don't know if they're supposed to be spelling their name, maybe. That's just my theory. But I could be wrong. I don't know if they are. Because I feel like this is an N, C, and a T, maybe? An action here? But I don't know. I could be wrong. It's just a fence thing? I'm just reading into it too much. It's just a fence thing. That must be cool to jump over that. Jesus Christ. Everything is like speeding up and then you gotta boom. What happened here? Oh, he did that spin differently. Just because I caught it. Like, if you just look at it here and use your peripherals, you'll see that he's coming down differently on that prep. He prepped onto his right and then did a spin. He was still on count. Watch. So I'm just like confused. Maybe he hit that. I don't know what happened. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be different. Like, it's one of those things he fixed, and it's also one of the, again, going back to like, I feel like this is one of the routines where you just gotta kill it. Like, that kind of detail might be just, like, as long as you hit that count kind of thing. Because with this, they do a double knee spin. Like, he goes into a prep, pulls in, slides through, double knee spin, out. He goes into a single knee spin, into that. Boom, bap. Intense ending. All right, so that, I think, overall, the choreography, I think, is dope. The vibe I got from it is pretty much like battle, like a battle kind of set. You throw down your round, and I don't think battle really happened like that where they do a routine face to face, but that's the kind of vibe I got. Like, different people throwing in their sets, switching it, different sets, because it feels very aggressive, battle, in your face, grimy, intimidating kind of mentality. So the execution of the choreography was great. The choreography, I think, was intense. Execution in terms of like the energy they're going for is way up there, like in your face, aggressive. Cleanliness, it's not so much, because if you try to be too clean with this type of choreography, then you're just, it doesn't read as well. So this is one of those routines where I think, like, again, you can be like a little messier to capture the essence, because a simple move like a punch in the, like punching your, this can read, but like if you go even extended and like go bigger, then it's like much more aggressive and intimidating, because again, there's clean and it looks good, but then you sacrifice the energy, especially with this type of choreography. This is where I was like, just go all out, be on count, and all that other shit. So formations, wasn't too much. I don't think it was really needed. There was a lot of moments where I think it wasn't crazy like a lot of formation changes. I don't think it was needed, because there was a lot of moments highlighting the artists, highlighting what they do, making them look dope. A lot of solo parts to make them look like fucking kings of intimidation in this one. But yeah, I think it's a super intense, in your face routine. I'm excited to see what it looks like on stage. So, next part. All right, so that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, make sure you hit like, subscribe, share this with friends who you think might enjoy it. Share it on Twitter, on everything, and check out the other stuff I'm involved with as well, such as my social media company's channel, my dance company's channel, Temper Tantrum. Make sure you check out the new video, the podcasts I'm in. So there's a lot. I have my hands in, in a lot of projects. So make sure you go check it out. If you like me as as a person and you guys want to see more of stuff beyond the K-pop videos. So with that, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.